Welcome back. Discriminated Teachers Forum staged a morcha in the capital city. These teachers who retired at the age of 58 have demanded compensation for the 2 years. 84 agitators were arrested while marching towards CM's residence for violating Section 144, which bans unlawful assembly. They were later released.
The Discriminated Teachers Forum had threatened to undertake chain hunger strike outside CM's residence, demanding compensation for 2 years. On this backdrop, District Collector had imposed 144 section around CM's official residence. Around 100 agitators were detained for violating this section.
Total 84 teachers were arrested today for violation of district magistrate order, which was under section 144 CRPC, which was issued last evening, prohibiting the gathering from Church Square to Altino. They were stopped near Church Square, Panjim, and since they wanted to proceed further, they were taken into custody and placed under preventive arrest. They have been released after the warning by Sub-Divisional Magistrate of Panjim not to violate the order again.
Opposition leader Manohar Parrikar intervened in the matter. Parrikar has blamed government and police for arresting the senior citizens.
144 वरती आहे. आता मी 6 जणांना घेऊन वरती गेलो असतं तर मला अरेस्ट केलं असतं त्यांनी. कोणालाच माहित नाही 144 कधी. रात्री 11 वाजता लावलंय काल अचानक. बट एनीवे इट कुड if you wanted to stop it, you could have stopped it at the near church somewhere and arrested, let them go for court arresting and brought them here and released them. 144 भंग केला म्हणून अरेस्ट करणं हा अत्यंत चुकीचा पोलिसी खाक्या आहे. तो म्हणजे पोलिसच करू शकतं असं. आणि जेव्हा सरकारमध्ये ह्युमन फेस गव्हर्नमेंटला जेव्हा नसतं ना त्यावेळी असे प्रकार होतात.
However, teachers have said they will continue with their agitation till their demands are met.
Yes, Section 144 आमचेर impose केले त्या खातीर आमकां अशें दिसता this government treats us like criminals, anti-social elements, गुंडा दिसतात. आमकां गुंडा आणि अशे anti-social elements करून सोडल्या. We are very peaceful citizens, peace-loving citizens. We will continue the agitation till our demands are met by the Kamath government.
During Manohar Parrikar's tenure in year 2000, it was decided that teachers should retire at the age of 58. In 2006, Congress government extended the age limit to 60. Now these teachers are demanding compensation from the government for 2 years period. A reporter from Panji, Devidas Kamble, with video journalist Ravindra Darvi for Prudent Media.
The long-pending demand of requirement of additional Coast Guard forces is expected to be fulfilled in 2 years. Coast Guard is expected to double its fleet by 2012 to strengthen the maritime security. 14 new Coast Guard stations are also planned.
The Coast Guard has enhanced patrolling and surveillance in the maritime zones of India and is also strengthening its capability by setting up additional stations and inducting both surface and air platforms. The Government of India is fully supporting the Coast Guard's plans to transform itself into a potent force, and we hope, as I have said earlier, to almost double our strength in the next few years.
This was revealed at the commissioning ceremony of Indian Coast Guard ship C-147. The ship was commissioned by the Defence Secretary Pradeep Kumar. Vice Admiral Anil Chopra, Director General ICG, various central and state officers were present for this occasion.
The Indian Navy and the Indian Coast Guard have to work in tandem and synergize to achieve the overall objective of maritime security in our country. There are numerous stakeholders involved in the maritime security, and it is incumbent on all the concerned agencies to proactively interact and achieve the common goal of maritime and national security.
The interceptor boat is fitted with ultra-modern navigational and communication equipment and will be deployed for enhancing the close coast surveillance capability of Indian Coast Guard. The boat will be based at Goa. A reporter from Vasco, Surendra Madkekar. Commissioner for NRI Affairs will soon form a committee to revive the long-pending cases with regard to malpractices by overseas recruiting agents. The committee will be chaired by NRI Commissioner Edward Falero. NRI Commissioner Edward Falero has admitted that there are several malpractice cases against overseas recruitment agents. However, he also criticized Goa police for keeping these cases pending for several years. Hence, the Commissioner has decided to form a committee which will revive the long pending cases.
You see, we have received about, scores of cases. I wouldn't offend the number, regarding, malpractices by recruiting agents. We have sent them to the police. You see, they are pending for several years. So far, we have not heard of any conviction. Pending for several years. So far, we have not heard of any conviction. Yes, I have brought this to the notice. Of course, the government is taken out naturally. Taken not only the government, I brought it to the notice of the Protector General of Immigrants of the Government of India. And instructions have been issued by the Protector General of Immigrants, as far as I know, for them to expedite these cases. Nothing has been done. I intend now, in view of your very valuable question, I intend now to form a committee, with myself there, Chairman, with Vice Admiral John De Silva, who is there, who is the Chairman of Overseas Employment Agency of Goa, the Director General of Police, and other officers, to regularly say, every 2 months, let us have this committee. Yes. Every 2 months, review the position of these cases.
NRI Commissioner Falero has criticized the functioning of IAS officers. He has suggested some refresher courses for IAS cadre officers on behavior, motivation and other aspects of public administration. Our principal correspondent Murari Shetty with video journalist Anil Sanadi for Prudent Media.
Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.